Do you need multiple locations to franchise your business? The answer is no. And while having multiple locations can be helpful, what's more important is scalability. That is your business scalable? And we're going to discuss this in more detail. So from a legal perspective, and even from a franchise growth best practices perspective, there's no requirement that you have multiple locations before you franchise your business. Now, having multiple locations may be a good sign. You've opened up multiple locations, you've built out systems, and that may be a good sign you're ready to franchise. But having one location, you've built out systems to grow, and you've generated great unit level economics could be equally as good. So there's no requirement that you have multiple locations. What's more important is scalability. Is your business scalable? Do you have the unit level economics to support franchisee profitability? And have you built systems that you could keep improving to help your franchisees succeed? So it all comes down to scalability. First thing is legally, you don't need to have multiple locations to franchise. Best practices, you don't even need multiple locations there to make a franchise decision. You could franchise with one location. Many franchisors start off with one successful location. Now let's talk about scalability. Let's talk about, hey, I have one location or I have 3 locations. Am I ready to franchise? Well, the first criteria we're going to look at is unit level economics. How are your locations doing right now? What's the 2-3 year trend if you're open that long, right? Do you have year over year same store sales growth? How did you do during the COVID pandemic? What do your gross revenues, your sales look like? Your cost of goods sold, cost of services provided, and what's your gross profit like? Now, why is that important? Because when a franchisee opens up a location, they're going to be starting a new location. We need to know there's good unit level economics, that when they follow your systems and procedures, when they do what you're recommending and requiring, that there's good profitability margins and they have a chance to create a very successful business for their family and profitability. So much more important than having multiple locations is having good unit level economics, right? Now, if you have multiple locations and they all have good unit level economics, that's even a stronger situation. So factor 1, what's your unit level economics like? Can they support franchisee profitability? Next, scalability factors that we'd be looking at in the beginning, right? Even if you just have one location. So now you have good unit level economics. How easy is it to teach and train your franchisees and have them replicate your operations, right? So this goes into how complex your operations may be or may not be, and also what systems do you have in place to support them? So for example, a franchisee signs up, they open up their new location, whether it's a brick and mortar business or service-based business. The most pressing question a franchisee is going to have, and your most pressing obligation as a franchisor, is to help them generate business, have their phone ring, web contacts come in. So have you built out marketing systems? Franchisees ready to open up? Do you have a game plan you could put together on their pre-opening marketing, developing customer relationships, and also their long-term marketing plan? Is it pay-per-click? Is it organic SEO? Is it direct mail? Is it a combination of all of them? Social media marketing. So when we talk about scalability, part of that scalability, again, whether you have one location or 10 locations, is as we develop your franchise program, will you be able to assist your franchisees in developing that initial business and getting their marketing going, right? And of course, that'll support the unit level economics. Other scalability factors, are there some technology advantages that you've implemented into the business? Things even as basic as really robust point of sale systems, but other types of support that franchisees are going to be looking for. Another scalability factor, and it may seem basic, is brand protection. Right now, if you're considering franchising your business, one of the most important things that you need to be doing, whether you franchise or not, is protecting your trademarks, right? Your business name, your logo. They need to be registered with the United States Patent and Trademark Office. When we're working with our clients to franchise their business, one of the most difficult things that ever comes up is when we have to tell a client, that someone else owns the mark and they may need to rebrand. So use your time now, or at least in the franchising process, register your trademarks. But back to the main point, that's a scalability issue. If your trademark can't be protected, that may mean you may need to rebrand and change your name. And that'll affect scalability, and that'll affect the timing of your franchising. So the question is, do you need multiple locations to franchise your business? The answer is legally, no, you don't. And from a business perspective, you don't. Will you be in a better position if you have 3 or 4 locations versus 1? Maybe, but not necessarily. What we really want to see are good unit level economics, scalable systems, protectable trademarks. Those are the key factors you need to be evaluating. If you have them, whether you have 1 location or 10, you may be ready to franchise.